With Legend ZA right on the corner, I think it's about time I start working on my team. Now, let's get into this. First up would have to be my starter for ZA, and, well, that was already decided in my I Shiny Hunted for my ZA starter video. If you haven't already watched it, go ahead. I'll wait. Now that you're back, my starter is Chikorita. Yep, my starter is Chikorita, and yeah, I wasn't really happy when I got it, but hey, it kinda grew on me. It's a grass type, which is one of my favorite types, and if the leaks are right, the Mega is going to be a part fairy type, which is pretty cool. Now, for the nickname that I would choose for my Chikorita. If it's male, I'll name it Clover, but if it's female, I'll name it Floretta. It's of Latin origin, which means flower or little flower, and I really like the name. Yeah, you can tell what name I put more research into. Now, for my second Pokemon, and after a while, I thought of the Fire, Water, and Grass core that usually makes up half of my team, or at least 2 out of my 6 members. So, my next Pokemon is Houndoom. I think Houndoom's a pretty cool Pokemon, and if Mega Meganium is part Fairy, it'll literally be the yin to Meganium's yang. With Mega Meganium being Grass Fairy, well, Houndoom is Fire Dark. My nickname for this Pokemon would definitely have to be Lucy. Now, with 2 Pokemon out of the way, it's time for my third, and it would have to be Aerodactyl. You see, Aerodactyl is one of my favorite fossil Pokemon, but I never really ran it on the team before, so what is a better time than now? I really like the theory on its Mega bringing out its dormant genes, making it look like how it used to in ancient times, and it does cover the flyer for my team. Now, for the nickname that I settled for Aerodactyl, it would have to be Rathian if female, or Rathalos if male. Now, with 3 of my team members done, I don't really know who else to put on my team. Now, don't get me wrong, there are Pokemon that I would love on this team, but until Legend ZA comes out, I'm gonna leave the rest of the team blank. But until then, I guess I'll tell you my possible team members that I was looking at. First up is Gardevoir. You see, I had a shiny Gardevoir to Mega Ruby named Astrid that was a key member in my team, and I would really like to use one again. But after a while of thinking, I scratched that idea because I want to use Pokemon that I never used before, and that brings me to my next possible team member, Melamar. You see, Melamar, I don't really know what to say about it. Like, I really like the lore, but it just was missing something. That was until its Mega Reveal trailer. With its big head and shoulder pads, it looks like a cartoon villain. Honestly, it looks like it wants to...
The head of the tri-state area! Ooh, shoot, I just heard that!
Yeah, sorry, I just had to do that bit. But honestly though, it's a contender for my team, but we still don't know what the other Mega Pokemon look like, so it's gonna be pushed to the back burner for now. So let's move on to my next contender.
Lucha!
Yep, my next contender for my team is Mucha Lucha, and honestly, I don't know how to feel about this one. If I do have it on my team, I can't have a water type because that'll be 3 electric weaknesses, but it's a cool Pokemon, and if it wasn't for the fact that I have Aerodactyl on the team, it would definitely be on the team. So, let's move on to my next member. Well, possible member. Up next is Clawitzer. You see, I never really had a chance to use a Clawitzer before, because the games I had that it was in, well, it technically wasn't in the game because of the version I have, but I really been wanting to use this Pokemon, and its lore states that its one claw is like indestructible or whatever. Pretty cool, honestly. And I know that there's not going to be any abilities in ZA, but it's still a cool Pokemon, even without Mega Launcher. Now, depending if I get a shiny of it or not, I don't really know. I do like it shiny, but I really like the black on the not shiny variant. But for now, let's move on to our next possible member. Up next is Gengar. And the thing is, I've used Gengar in the past before, but it was only for a Nuzlocke and not really for a main story team. So, I guess he could be like somewhat of a contender. And shiny Mega Gengar is just so perfect. And if I can get an Alpha one, that's even better. Honestly, I really am thinking of using it on my team more and more. Plus, anyways, I'm really interested to see how this Pokemon moves in battle. Like, is it just gonna drag itself along whatever shadowy hole that the rest of the body's in? Or is it gonna pop out of the ground and like levitate or go into the shadows when you move around with it? Honestly, I might really put it on my team. Huh. Well, anyways, that was the last contender for my team until ZA comes out. So, for now, I guess I'm gonna go find my marbles.